Hello guys, this is Prime Concept. Now in this video, we want to look at a simple problem under the thin lens. So we want to solve our very first example under the lenses. Now let's look at what the question is asking for. Meanwhile, if you have been following my channel and you are subscribed, I really use this opportunity to appreciate you for your support. And then if you are yet to subscribe, please do well to hit the subscribe button. Subscription is free, and then hit the like button so that I can get to more audience. Thanks for always supporting. And we have an object is placed 25 cm from a thin diverging lens. A diverging lens is actually a concave lens. Now we'll be applying the sign convention we learned from our previous video to solving this problem. So the object distance is 25 cm. So we mentioned that for our sign convention, that the object distance would always be negative. So it means u would be minus 25 cm. And remember, we're dealing with a diverging lens, which is also a concave lens, of focal length 20. So for our concave lens, everything, the object, the image, the focal length are always negative. So f again is minus 20 cm. So they want us to find V. So determine the nature, position, and magnification of the image. So we want to also find M. Now when they say nature, the nature of the image simply means they want you to tell them whether the image is virtual, whether it is real, right? Whether it is inverted or erect. This is the nature. So and then position simply means the image distance. And then magnification is what we want to find. So let's solve this. So we'll be applying the lens formula that was derived in our previous video also. And the formula, remember, is different from that of mirror. So take note of the difference. So for lenses, we have 1 by f equals 1 by v minus 1 by u. So this is the lens formula. So if we substitute our parameters, I would have 1 by f, which is minus 20, equals 1 by v. That is what we're looking for. Then minus 1 by our u is what? Minus 25. So that you would have that 1 by minus 20 will give 1 by v. Now this minus times this minus becomes what? Plus 1 by 25. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 1 by v the subject formula so that we can easily find v. So to do that, I'll simply move 1 over 25 to this side. So I'll have minus 1 by 20, which is here. And when this one, which is plus, is crossing to meet it, it becomes minus 1 by 25. Then I'm left with 1 by v here. So if I take LCM, I will have, we can use 100. So 20 in 100 is going to give us 5, right? 5 times this is minus 5. So I have 25 in this is going to give me 4. 4 times this is going to give me minus 4, which is 1 by v. So if you solve this, this becomes minus 9 by 100, which is 1 by v. So that when you cross multiply v times this, or simply, since this is 1 by v, it means you just invert it so that we don't waste time. Since you have 1 by v as minus 9 over 100, simply means that only v, you just invert it, is going to be minus 100 over 9. So that when we divide this 100 by 9, when we divide 100 by 9, we're going to get 11. So I have minus 11.1 cm. So this is our image distance. Of course, for our concave lens, we don't need a soothsayer to tell us that since it is negative, it simply means that the image is formed on the same side as your object. And that is why the image is negative, same way as your object negative. So image is formed on same side as your object. Simply means that your image is virtual. And if your image is virtual, your image is also going to be what? Erect. So that is the nature. So the nature of the image is you have virtual and erect image. So that is the nature. Then the position is actually 11.1. Take note of the fact that you will not be seeing minus 11.1 in your option. you just see 11.1. If it's an OBJ exam, you would see 11.1 as your image distance. And then this negative sign simply describes the nature of that image, which is virtual and what? Erect, right? Remember, I also told you earlier that whenever you have virtual, automatically it should be erect. You cannot have virtual and inverted. You cannot have real and erect. So these two things don't go. If it is virtual, it has to be erect. If it is real, it has to be inverted. Now the next thing we want to find is the magnification. Now we know that for a lens, magnification M is given as V over U, not minus V over U, V over U, because of our convention. So M is going to be V, which we have gotten as what? Minus 11.1 divided by U, which is minus 25, right? So if I divide these two things, obviously you can see that you get 0 point something. So telling you that the image is smaller than the object. So we have 0.44. Assuming our magnification, assuming the result of our magnification is negative, it will tell you that your image is inverted. But because the result of your magnification is positive, it means that your image is what? Erect. So this is another way you can verify. Now, our magnification is 0.44, which is less than 1. It simply means that the image is diminished. So whenever you get a value less than 1, 0 point something downwards, it means that your image is what? Diminished. I believe this concept is clear. Do well to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, share with your friends, 10 of your friends, and tell them this is Prime Concept. Thanks for watching.